Welcome everyone to this explainer. Let's jump straight in, because today we are unpacking one of the absolute most powerful concepts in personal finance. We're talking about how to literally save on taxes while simultaneously building long-term compounding wealth. It's like a financial superpower, and we'll be looking at India's top 5 EEE investment instruments to do it. So if tax planning usually makes your eyes glaze over, or you just want to make absolutely sure your money is working as efficiently as possible, stick with us. You are in exactly the right place.
So, the big question. Can I invest, earn, and withdraw completely tax-free? I mean, it sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, I am here to tell you that the answer is an absolute, emphatic yes. Okay, let's dive into this, because getting a handle on these tools, it's a real game changer for your financial future.
Here's a quick roadmap for our explainer today. First, we'll cover the magic of EEE, then explore 5 tax-free strategies, run through some real-world PPF versus EPF scenarios, lay it all out in a comparison table, and finally, match these tools to your specific goals. Section 1. The magic of EEE. So what is this magic exactly? Well, EEE stands for 3 distinct chronological stages of tax exemption in your investment journey. Step 1 is being exempt at the investment stage. This just means the money you put in gives you an immediate tax benefit, like those Section 80C deductions you're probably familiar with. Step 2 is exempt during the accumulation stage. As your money just sits there growing year after year, that interest is completely tax-free. And finally, Step 3, exempt at the withdrawal stage. When it's time to take that lump sum out at maturity, the entire amount is yours, 0 taxes. It's literally the highest level of tax efficiency available under Indian tax laws.
Let's move on to Section 2, 5 tax-free strategies explored.
First up in our toolkit, we have the classic Public Provident Fund, or PPF. The key benefits here? A solid 7.1% interest rate, and of course, complete EEE tax-free status. As for eligibility, it's totally open to Indian investors, allowing you to put in anywhere from $500 up to 1.5 lakh a year. But here is the risk factor, or the trade-off if you will, the lock-in. While it is fully government-backed for maximum safety, you've got to have some patience. It comes with a strict 15-year lock-in. So think of this as your ultimate, super conservative play for long-term retirement planning.
Now, if you're a salary employee, this next one is for you. The Employees Provident Fund, or EPF. That's your eligibility right there. The key benefits here step it up a notch. We're looking at a higher interest rate, currently sitting around 8.25%. Plus, you get an employer match. That combination gives you incredibly powerful compounding. The main risk factor or condition to keep in mind is the horizon. It's managed by the EPFO and is designed strictly for your retirement, so there are conditions on when you can withdraw. It's basically automated wealth building straight from your paycheck.
But hey, what if you want to turbocharge that mandatory EPF contribution? That brings us to the Voluntary Provident Fund, the VPF. Eligibility-wise, this is for employees who want to make voluntary contributions on top of their standard EPF. The huge benefit here is that you secure that exact same robust 8.25% interest rate, with the same government-backed safety. However, you absolutely have to watch the limits. Since the 2021 budget, if you contribute above certain specified limits, the interest on that extra amount actually becomes taxable. So VPF is fantastic if you're a high-income earner looking for a fixed income boost, but definitely keep an eye on those tax-free ceilings.
All right, shifting gears a bit to families, let's talk about the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, or SSY. For eligibility, parents can open this for a girl child anytime before she turns 10. The standout benefit is a massive 8.2% interest rate alongside full EEE status. As for the risk factors and horizon, it's entirely government-backed, but locked in for the long haul to fund her higher education or marriage. Honestly, if you have a daughter, this is hands down the premier tool for building a substantial, tax-free fund for her future.
Now, everything we've looked at so far has been strictly fixed income. But let's take a look at the National Pension System, or NPS. This is a totally different beast because it's market-linked. With NPS, you, the investor, get to choose your asset allocation. You decide exactly how much of your money goes into the higher growth equity bucket versus the safer debt bucket. And because the NPS is market-linked, the key benefits are historically much higher returns. We're talking 9% to 12%, which completely outpaces those fixed income options we just discussed. Plus, you get some fantastic upfront tax deductions, up to 2 lakh rupees. But you have to weigh the risk factors. It carries market risk. And here's the absolute crucial part. It's only partial EEE. At retirement, you are required to buy an annuity, and that pension income becomes taxable. So high growth potential? Absolutely. But you're trading that for market risk and some future taxation on the pension portion.
Moving right along to Section 3, PPF versus EPF scenarios.
Let's put this into a real-life context. Picture two different people. First, the conservative investor. This might be a freelancer, a business owner, or just someone who wants absolute zero anxiety about their money. For them, PPF is king. It's accessible to anyone, completely safe, and forces you into a disciplined 15-year saving habit. Now look at the salaried employee. If you have a corporate job, EPF really should be the anchor of your strategy. You're getting a higher 8.25% yield, and more importantly, you're getting free money through your employer's match. And it's totally hands-off. Recognizing which profile you fit into makes choosing the right tools so much easier.
Section 4, the strategy comparison table.
Okay, if you're going to take a mental screenshot of this explainer, right now is the time to do it. Just look at how these stack up. Think about the trade-offs. If you want maximum safety and fixed terms, you're looking at PPF at 7.1%, locked for 15 years. Got a girl child? SSY gives you a fantastic 8.2%. If you're salaried, EPF and VPF lock you in until retirement, but yield a stronger 8.25%. And then there's the outlier at the bottom, NPS. You're trading that fixed safety for historical market returns of 9% to 12%, but knowing you'll have a partially taxable annuity later. It really all comes down to balancing safe, fixed returns against that market-linked growth.
Section 5, matching tools to goals.
I absolutely love this quote from tax and financial expert Rajesh Sharma. He says, "Don't invest merely to save tax. Choose based on age, risk appetite, and future requirements." Hit the nail on the head, right? So often we completely panic at the end of the financial year, desperately trying to grab an ADC deduction, and we just throw our money into whatever is quickest. But, as Mr. Sharma points out, saving on tax should be the bonus, not the foundation of your whole strategy. Your actual life goals should be driving these decisions.
So let's do some rapid-fire strategic goal mapping. If your primary goal is maximum safety, your tool is PPF. Maximizing salaried wealth, EPF is your best friend. Need a high income boost for your retirement pool? Check out VPF. Securing your girl child's future? SSY for sure. Looking for higher long-term growth to beat inflation? That's the NPS. And the best part? You don't have to pick just one. A smart, balanced investor is going to combine multiple schemes to build a really resilient portfolio that covers short, medium, and long-term needs.
Which brings us to our final point for today, and a question I want to leave you with. Which EEE investment option will anchor your portfolio? You know the profound magic of exempt-exempt-exempt investing now. We've gone over the data, the trade-offs, and the strategies. The next step is entirely up to you. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, take action, and let's keep growing that wealth.